Alright, let's try this one more time. Hopefully the weather will cooperate and the Wi-Fi will stay on. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Aqua Alex Live. I'm your host, Aqua Alex Cardinale. Hope you're all having a great weekend, and I want to thank you so much for tuning into this live video. Today, I'm going to tell you guys about another South American predatory catfish that I enjoy. This catfish is known as the marble Achara catfish. It is a gorgeous South American catfish. It is brown with, it is black with brown stripes and spots, and it's an absolutely gorgeous catfish. So today you're going to learn how to keep and care for the marble Achara catfish in today's video. Okay, so if you are tuned in live and you have questions about the marble Achara catfish, please feel free to post them in the comment section and I will answer your questions during the live stream. If you also have remarks on the marble Achara catfish, I will also answer your remarks during the live video. So hopefully you will get through this video without any more interruptions. And if you're tuned into the previous live video, I apologize because we are live. I can't control the weather or Wi-Fi issues, but we're going to get through this video. So let's get started. Again, if you have questions about marble Achara catfish during the live stream, post them in the comment section below. Now, if you are catching this on my YouTube archive version, you may still also comment below and I will respond to your comments. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale, to get all my newest videos, including these live streams. With that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to tell you why I personally like the marble Achara catfish first. And that is because they have a ferocious appetite. These catfish will eat just about anything, and they will continue to eat until they have bulging stomachs. Now, that is a good thing for them because you don't have to feed them every day like you would other fish. You can do like every other day feedings or every 2-day feedings because they're going to eat so much in one day that you can plan out when to feed them. You don't want to overfeed them because that can cause water quality issues. And like many other South American monster catfish, the marble Achara catfish would appreciate good water quality. That is a major thing with South American catfish, is the need for good water quality. Another thing I like about the marble Achara catfish is they are easy to keep. They are very easy to care for. Unlike some of the other South American catfish that I like but have yet to keep, the Joran's cat and the Tigrinus catfish, those are very sensitive catfish. They are sensitive to water parameters and other things. So the marble Achara catfish is just as gorgeous as the Joran's and the Tigrinus, but it is much easier to keep. So those are what I enjoy and like about the marble Achara catfish. What do you like about the marble Achara catfish? Post them in the comment section down below, and I will gladly respond to your comments. Okay, let's get on to the information about the marble Achara catfish. So you're thinking about adding a marble Achara catfish to your aquarium. Cool. Let's get into the information so you can know how to keep these. First things first, the marble Achara catfish does grow quite large, but not as large as red tail catfish or a tiger shovelnose. Red tails get 4 feet. Tiger shovelnose get to be about 3 feet. Now the marble Achara will generally max out at around 26, 28 inches. So you still will need a big aquarium for a marble Achara catfish. I would personally recommend a 180 gallon, 220 gallon, 300 gallon, up to 500 gallons, or even a pond to successfully keep this monster catfish. So if you are planning on getting a marble Achara catfish, make sure you have a large aquarium. Same thing can be said with the red-tailed cat, the tiger shovelnose, and the vulture cat, the 3 other catfish that we have talked about. So now we know how big the marble Achara gets, and now we know what tank size the marble Achara needs. Let's find out some more information about the marble Achara catfish. Now, the marble Achara comes from South America. They are known from the Rio Orinoco in Colombia and Venezuela, Rio Esguabo in Guyana, and the Amazon basin in Brazil, Peru, and Bolivia. And they are part of the genus Lirius. Now there are 3 different species of Lirius. You've got Lirius pictus, which is a very gorgeous Pimelidella catfish. The Lirius pictus is known as the marble sailfin catfish. Then we've got the catfish we're talking about today, which is the Lirius marble Achara catfish. And there's another one called Lirius Pirano, I believe. Those are the 3 different types of Lirius Achara catfish. But today we're focusing on the marble Achara catfish, Lirius. I'm going to mispronounce the last name, but it starts with an M, so I'm not going to do it. I don't want to embarrass myself on my video. It inhabits large rivers and lakes. Marble Achara catfish lurk among submerged tree roots and other refuges during daylight hours, and they're active at night trying to locate prey for their dinner. So, because they're active at night, it is a good idea to feed them during the nighttime. I mean, they probably will eat during the day, but it is best to feed them during the night because that's how they naturally eat in the wild. They are a very active catfish, and they will need plenty of swimming space, as I alluded to earlier. And as it has long whiskers, these are very long whiskered catfish, you need a tank with a wide footprint so that their whiskers don't get damaged. This would be a tank like a 180, 220, 300, 500, even a pool pond. The good thing about living in Florida, California, and other warm climates is that you can actually have a pool pond outside and keep these South American monsters. That's pretty awesome in my opinion. Now, decor. Keeping catfish is cool, but keeping catfish happy all comes down to decor. Catfish need a place to hide, even active catfish like the marble Achara. So I always tell people to provide driftwood or caves for juvenile catfish to find shelter in. They stress out very often as babies, but become bolder as they grow and acclimate to their surrounding aquarium. They may chase other species out of the driftwood or the rock structure, but generally are peaceful to other fish. As for substrate, stay away from gravel or large rocks. Now, this is something that I should have mentioned in my red-tailed cat live stream and my tiger shovel-nose live stream. Large predatory catfish will inhale these rocks, thinking it's food, and the rocks become lodged in their throats, and they die a slow, painful death. Or if they manage to swallow it whole, it can rupture their internal organs and kill them that way. Predatory catfish natural instinct is to swallow anything that can fit in its mouth and anything that looks edible, as this is how they survive in the wild and where they find crustaceans, baby fish fry, etc. So your best bet would be to go bare bottom, or if you must have substrate, go with sand. But a bare bottom aquarium is totally fine. It will make water changes easier. The most important thing when keeping monster fish is over-filtering your aquarium. I personally recommend over-filtering as much as you can. So let's say, for example, you have a 180-gallon aquarium. You're going to want to have filtration for 360-gallon aquarium. That will keep your water clean along with weekly water changes. I personally would recommend a canister filter along with hang-on back filters and sponge filters that will keep your water looking clear. I have been taught that sponge filters are very beneficial to any aquarium, and even better with large monster predatory fish. So always over filter. And with this catfish and other monster predatory catfish, you're going to want to do lots of water changes. They eat a lot of food. They create a lot of waste. Keep them in good water. A good diet and good water equals a happy, healthy catfish that will grow into a beauty. So keep that in mind, folks. Now let's talk about the water parameters you should be keeping your marble Achara catfish in. Temperature, 70 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit, just like any other South American catfish. pH, 5.8 to 7.4. They are very easy to keep, so you don't have to worry about them adjusting to different pHs. They will acclimate to your aquarium water. But the biggest thing is keeping the water clean. That is by over-filtering and doing water changes. Now let's talk about the fun part about keeping monster predatory catfish like the marble Achara, vulture catfish. Tank mates. But luckily, marble Acharas, in my experience, the two that I've kept, are not picky or stubborn eaters at all. I recommend feeding seafood like raw market shrimp and tilapia. Also, one thing that I found with the current marble Achara that I have, they will easily take sinking pellets. Today I fed some Akari Massivar Carnivore Delight, or whatever it's called, and I was surprised. I saw my marble Achara catfish eat them. He had a lot of them, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool because Marble Achara catfish don't get access to pellets in the wild, but I found it really interesting. So you can offer Marble Achara catfish predatory catfish pellets. They will take it, and also other predatory catfish might eat it as well. It is a good part of their diet. One good thing to note about Marble Achara catfish is that a majority of them today are farm raised or captive raised, but a large portion of them do come from the wild, mostly Peru, mostly Colombia, and mostly Brazil, but they do come from the wild. So if you are looking for a wild-caught Marble Achara, places like Malone's Monsters, aka Aquatic Rarities, and predatory fins, they get them often and they're always wild caught. I think the wild caught Marble Acharas are the best ones. But even the tank raised and farm raised ones are nice as well. Now back to their diet, you could also feed them live earthworms, silver sides, krill, etc. They are not picky eaters by any means of the imagination. They will eat practically anything. So feed them well. Again, raw market shrimp, tilapia, earthworms, krill, silver sides, pellets. Real easy diet, and they'll eat really well and they'll grow really well. Now, let's talk about tank mates. Just like the other catfish I've talked about, you want to avoid small fish. Don't put these in with neon tetras. Don't put them in with any kind of small tetra or guppies or live bearers because they will become lunch. And there'll be a quick bite. It would be like offering me an Oreo. I would eat the Oreo in a minute. So don't do that with Marble Achara catfish. Keep them with fish their own size. So good tank mates for the Marble Achara catfish would be other catfish like the red-tailed cat, tiger shovelnose, lima shovelnose, Oxydorus niger, Megalodorus irwini, vulture catfish, etc. Also, larger cherisons like red belly pacu, red hook silver dollars, black bar silver dollars, Mylosoma species, Protolotus species, things like that. Large cichlids like Oscars, chocolate cichlids, Severums, peacock bass, Datnoids, arowanas, gars, bikers. You get the picture. Those are some examples of tank mates that can be kept with Marble Achara catfish. Now, as for stingrays, because I've had a question on one of my other live predatory catfish videos about keeping these types of catfish with stingrays. I do not recommend keeping red-tailed, tiger shovelnose, or Marble Acharas with stingrays because there's always the possibility of that monster cat eating your stingray. So as for stingrays, it's up to you, but proceed with caution. Okay, I don't want to see you lose hundreds of dollars because the Marble Achara got hungry and ate your freshwater stingray. So if you were to try to keep a stingray with the Marble Achara, I would say large stingray and a small to medium size Marble Achara. A Marble Achara that is big enough not to be eaten by a stingray or small enough not to eat your ray is what I'm trying to say. Trust me, catfish like the red-tailed cat and tiger shovelnose and Achara, they will eat your stingray and they can fold them in half and swallow them. I've seen it on YouTube. It can and will happen. Pricing for a Marble Achara. Now this is going to be dependent on where in the country or world you live, but from where I live, they go for up to $40 for a juvenile, and we're talking like 2, 3, 4 inches. And for an adult, I've only seen adults like once or twice. They go for $150. So they are a relatively inexpensive monster cat, but they are absolutely gorgeous. A gorgeous catfish. And like I said a few moments ago, if you are looking for a marble Achara catfish right now, make sure you have a large tank. Go to Predatory Fins or Malone's Monsters. Both of them are reputable sellers. I like both of them, even though they are competition. I like both, and I respect both, and I shop at both, so I will always recommend both of them. I'm going to repeat this again because it is really important. Please make sure you have a large aquarium if you plan on getting one. Same thing with the RTC and TFN. These guys get big. A pond would be great, but at least with the Marble Achara, a 180 to 300 gallon aquarium would be enough. You can grow them out in smaller tanks, but make sure to move them as they grow. Move them up to a larger aquarium as they grow. Or you can grow them out, rehome them to a person with a big aquarium for them. That is what I do sometimes. If I know I can't get a huge aquarium, I'll get catfish that grow big, grow them out, and sell them to that person with a pond or a decent sized aquarium. And luckily for me, there is somebody that will be taking my Marble Achara, and they'll also be taking my red-tailed cat and my tiger silver-nose when they outgrow my current aquarium. And if I cannot get a larger aquarium, they will be taking them so that they can have a good home. The next thing I want to mention is do plenty of water changes. The thing with predatory catfish, to keep them happy and healthy, is to ensure they have pristine water and high quality food. So feed them high quality food and do at least 2 water changes a week. Good food and clean water and your catfish will thrive. They will grow pretty fast, so be prepared. Alright, that's pretty much everything I have for you on the Marble Achara catfish. If you have any questions on the Marble Achara catfish, please post them in the comments and I will gladly answer them. So if you have questions on the Marble Achara cat, post them down in the comment section below and I will answer them. Alright, sorry about that, my mouth was getting dry. So I want to thank all of the Facebook fish groups that allowed me to advertise my live stream. I want to thank everyone that tuned in live. But we're not done yet. I have a couple of announcements to make, including our weekly shout out. This week's shout out goes to one of my personal favorite YouTubers, PF Fishing. And earlier this week in the discussion tab of this Facebook event, I posted his YouTube video. Peyton has some juvenile Marble Acharas that he's growing out in a pond. So make sure you go check that out on his YouTube, PF Fishing. I'm going to get in contact with Peyton from PF Fishing, and I'll see if I can get him as a guest on my Facebook Lives. That would be wonderful. So this week's shout out goes to PF Fishing for creating great aquarium related content, and he has some Marble Achara catfish that I think are pretty cool. So make sure you check it out. Okay, next Sunday there will be no live stream as I have a family event, and also WWE pay-per-view is on, so I like to watch the WWE pay-per-views. However, we still be doing a live stream. We will be streaming live next Saturday, June 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Next week's topic on Aqua Alex Live will be on a South American monster fish, but not a catfish. I am taking a break from a catfish for a little while. I will be talking about the red belly pacu. The red belly pacu is in the cousin, the red belly pacu is in the piranha family. It is a cousin of the piranhas. I love red belly pacus, and I currently have 2 juveniles, and I have been raising them throughout my fish keeping career. So I look forward to telling you about the red belly pacu. Alright, I know it's a bit early, but I am going to begin promoting my live video on the 4th of July weekend. Chef Alex is back for the first time in a couple of months. Chef Alex will be re-emerging on social media, and yes, I am Chef Alex as well as Aqua Alex. Chef Alex is back Saturday, July 3rd, right here on Facebook Live. I will be giving you tips for your barbecue. So fish keepers, come tune in and learn some great 4th of July barbecue tips and information on 4th of July barbecues. I'll also tell you why ribeye steaks are the best steak to have. So tune into my 4th of July barbecue tips live video Saturday, July 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Alright, share today's video with your friends because they will enjoy it if they want a marble Achara catfish. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, my YouTube channel, The Real Alex Cardinale, for all my live streams and all of my videos. Don't forget, catfish lovers, join my new Facebook group, South American Catfish Enthusiasts. Alright, that's my video. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot about the marble Achara catfish. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I will see you all on Saturday to talk about red belly pacu. Thank you, everybody, and remember, feed high quality food, do your water changes, and you'll have happy fish. Goodbye, everybody.